Hey gang, Jeff here with www.missionmusician.com, and tomorrow I'll be putting up a post. Monday I'll be putting up a post about the 4 dead giveaways to an amateur mix. And one of the dead giveaways is the overuse of reverb. A lot of new mixers beginning tend to really push the reverb way up, and I was one of those when I first started out. That was one of the biggest problems I had. And the problem with pushing reverb way up is it tends to wash out your mix. Nothing's defined. It's not tight sounding. You don't need a lot of reverb to create a sense of space. And today I want to show you what I normally do on a vocal to create a sense of space. Now, this isn't a mixed song. It's just in the pre-mix stage, static mix phase stage, excuse me. And so here's what the vocal sounds like. It's dry.
Can't stop thinking about all of the joy we had since we're 9 years old.
So it sounds real dry. It doesn't sound like it's in a space. So what I want to do is I want to send the vocal to a stereo auxiliary input that I'm going to call reverb. And let's bring this down over here. And I'm going to throw on my trusty Deverb. It's a stock reverb from Pro Tools. And on vocal, unless it's a ballad, you probably want to use a small plate or a small room for the vocal. And I'm going to just choose a small plate. And I'm going to roll the high frequency cut below 6 kilohertz because I don't want the S's exaggerating the reverb. Okay, so what I normally do when I dial in reverb is I'll push it up until I can hear it, and then I'll back it back down just a little bit. So let's give this a go and see what it sounds like. And I'm going to solo the vocal, and I'm going to solo safe the reverb. Here we go.
Can't stop thinking about all of the joy we had since we're 9 years old. All the days and nights playing and laughing.
See, that's way too much.
That never grow old. Can't stop thinking about all of the joy we had since we're 9 years old.
And then I want to listen to it in the context of the mix.
Can't stop thinking about all of the joy we had since we're 9 years old. All the days and nights playing and laughing.
Now, I don't necessarily want to hear the reverb. I just want to feel that there's a sense of space around the vocal. And that to me feels like there's a sense of space around the vocal. Now, I also want you to keep in mind that when you start mixing with reverb up in this area, and then you go to master it, and it brings all the levels up, well, guess what? It's going to bring the level of the reverb up too, which is going to really wash out your mix. So just keep it subtle for a more professional mix.
Can't stop thinking about all of the joy we had since we're 9 years old.
All right, and then what I might do as well is create a new track, stereo, actually, maybe a mono. Let's try mono and call it slap back delay. This is also a great way to give a sense of space. And let's see, I'm going to just throw on a delay. Let's choose the Mod 3 delay. And I'm just going to go to a preset and find something that says slap back delay. There we go. Let's listen to this.
Can't stop thinking about all of the joy we had since we're 9 years old. All the days and nights playing and laughing, stories that never grow old. Can't stop thinking about all of the joy we had since we're 9 years old.
And it doesn't sound great right now.
All the days and nights playing and laughing, stories that never grow old.
I just turned it up so I could hear what was happening with it.
Can't stop thinking about all of the joy we had since we're 9 years old. All the days and nights playing and laughing, stories that never grow old.
Yeah, so to me, that gives a sense of space. And keep in mind, this vocal isn't EQ'd at all or compressed, which probably isn't an ideal situation to show you a video on reverb, but it just popped in my mind as I was finishing up the blog post I was making that I should go ahead and make a small video to show how I set reverb levels for a vocal, and that is how I do it. Excuse me. I'll just push it up till I hear it, back it down, mute it as it's playing in the track, unmute it, and hear if I miss it, if it's gone. If I miss it when it's gone, I know it's at the right level. If I don't miss it when it's gone, then I probably need to push it up just a little bit more. So just be careful when you set reverb levels. You don't want them way up here. You want them somewhere down in this range. You just want to barely be able to hear it. Okay? And that is how I would set up a reverb for a vocal. I'll talk to you soon. This is Jeff from www.missionmusician.com. Thanks. Bye.